Mandy Moore is the quintessential girl next door. She's worked hard to establish herself not only as a chart-topping pop singer, but as a successful actress in Hollywood. Mandy got her big break into the music industry at 15 after a FedEx courier heard her singing in a recording studio. He knew someone at Epic Records and told him about the promising singer he'd overheard, and she got signed up and recorded her first album. Keen to get into acting, she lent her voice to a bear cub in Dr. Dolittle 2, followed quickly with a part in The Princess Diaries and the leading role in A Walk to Remember.
It's definitely a huge responsibility to take on the lead role in a film, and to be quite honest, it was something that I wasn't really anticipating and expecting to do for quite some time until I probably established myself a little bit more in the acting side of things. But my film, A Walk to Remember, is actually based on the Nicholas Sparks book, A Walk to Remember, and it was one of my favorite books. So I was so passionate about the story, I was like, forget it. I have to be involved in this movie somehow, so I think that's why I decided to take the lead role. Well, audition for it at least.
Mandy's touching and heartfelt performance impressed audiences and proved she was one talented lady. But taking the role on at such a young age did provide some challenges.
I think the challenging thing at 17 about playing romance and love is it's something that I'm not exactly 100% experienced in yet. But the cool thing about this story is I'm just starting to fall in love. It's nothing that I've had to be experienced in yet. Obviously, Jamie has never had a boyfriend. She's never kissed a boy. So it's good, I think, in that sense, to have that type of innocence on screen, because it's very true in life.
So given her own lack of life experience, how did Mandy tackle the film's more romantic moments?
It's so technical. A kiss on screen is so choreographed that and it's not remotely romantic anyways. It's part of the job.
A Walk to Remember is quite unique compared to other teen flicks, which is one of the reasons Mandy thinks it strikes such a chord with audiences.
It's the typical high school experience with a different twist, and I think people our age will walk out of the theater having learned something, having found faith, maybe in the religious connotation, because, that's what my character's a pretty religious person, but faith in yourself, in young love, in each other, in your family, friends.
Keen to develop her acting skills, Mandy starred in a string of teen flicks, including How to Deal and Chasing Liberty. But I think her best role to date has been starring as a strict Christian who isn't so understanding when her friend falls pregnant in Saved.
I think the reason that I was so keen on wanting to be a part of Saved was, besides the fact that the script was just unbelievable, it was so well written, I wanted the opportunity to work with this cast. I mean, it's an amazing cast of young people like my age, Macaulay Culkin and Patrick Fugit and Jenna Malone, all people that I really respect and admire, and I think that's what kind of drew me in. That was the clincher.
Mandy had a lot of fun creating the character of Hilary Faye, who takes her beliefs a little too literally and expects everyone else to do the same.
I am really happy to be a part of a film that's going to make people think on many different levels. The fact that this film has Christian undertones and it's about these kids who are in a Christian high school and who themselves, some are questioning their beliefs and the way that they were raised and their faith and their sense of God. I think it's wonderful to have that message to people my age, to people older, to just people in general. I think that's a really important part of your life, and it may bring you closer to your faith. It may not, but it's something I think you have to do if you're gonna have faith. You have to test yourself. And I think it's pretty inspirational to see this character who is Christian, who tests her faith, and finally decides to come back to it because it is what she believes in, but not being someone who so intensely believes something that it's to the extreme, and you find yourself becoming a really judgmental and kind of cold person because of it. I think it shows both the good and bad of having faith.
Continuing to develop both her music and film careers, Moore put in memorable performances in Romance and Cigarettes, American Dreams, and Southland Tales. But one of her career highlights was getting the chance to work with screen legend Diane Keaton in Because I Said So.
I feel like I have lived a million lives, or I've lived 2 different lives at least. It's crazy. I feel really lucky. I can't believe I'm sitting here at 22 years old, able to say that I've done a film with Diane Keaton. It's pretty incredible. I'm really lucky.
When I first read the script, I was like, wow, this just is such a great mother-daughter story, and their relationship reminds me so much of my relationship with my mom, where At the end of the day, you're always best friends and you love each other. But my mom drives me crazy sometimes, and that's exactly, it mimics Daphne and Millie's relationship in the film.
Because I Said So gave Mandy the chance to combine her two loves, singing and acting. If she had the chance to choose between the two, would singing or acting win out?
If somebody sort of told me I had to make the choice, I would probably go with music, because it's my first love. But I feel really lucky. They go hand in hand and they sort of balance each other out. I love it. I don't know, I feel lucky that people keep giving me the opportunity to do a record and then go back into the film side of things.
Wanting to flex her funny bone, Mandy starred as a bride in License to Wed alongside Robin Williams and John Krasinski.
I still felt like I could relate to just the ins and outs of a relationship and whether it's deteriorating or what's making it sort of work at the moment and everything that sort of factors in. And really, I loved that was sort of woven in with great comedy and wonderful people. To get the opportunity to work with Robin Williams and John Krasinski and Ken Kwapis, like it felt like this winning combination, you know?
And Moore discovered that sometimes the most difficult thing about working on a comedy is not laughing.
Sometimes it's not even like the funny scenes, it's like something that's said right before a take and you can't get it out of your mind. And then you're working with two funny people and as soon as one person goes, everybody goes. So you all have to sort of be a team and like, we can do this team, we can get through this take, we can get over not laughing about something.
Mandy's career has gone from strength to strength. Tangled gave her the chance to once again combine her love of acting with singing. And she's also moved onto the small screen with roles in Entourage, Scrubs and Grey's Anatomy. Given the success she's found, what advice does she have for those just starting out?
As long as you are grounded, you're surrounded by the right people, your family. I've had my parents traveling with me on the road since day one. It definitely keeps your feet on the ground. Keeps you.
Mandy Moore first stepped into the spotlight as a teen pop sensation, but has gone on to prove her worth on the big screen and has become a successful actress in Hollywood. Stay tuned to Star Picks for all of the movies you know and the actors you love. Broadcasting glorious high definition with 5.1 surround sound where available. For more of the best in entertainment news, check out your Movie Network channels. It's all together better, on screen and at mnc.tv.